All right, guys, I want to welcome you to the Consultants Network. This video is called Let's Talk Business Loans. So we definitely want to welcome all of our new consultants to the company. If you guys are going to start pushing business loans nationwide or in your local area, we definitely want you to see how easy we have made this for you. You no longer have to be a rocket science when it comes to business funding. Our team is here in the background so that we can help you accomplish these transactions through our network. You guys are out there to help these business owners, and there are many ways that we can benefit these business owners. So I'm going to jump into it. We have created the Consultants Network. This is a hub for you guys. So there's going to be videos on pretty much every industry we service. So let me just scroll down here so that you can see all the different industries we're going to be working with. So as a business consultant in the Consultants Network, you'll have the ability to learn all of these different industries. So as time progresses, you guys will start to find the industry that you really like to work in the most. But at the end of the day, you have all of this in your network in the event that these business owners need more products and services and solutions. So right now we're going to talk about business loans. As you can see, this is your guys' hub, but what I want to show you is, I know that it's stretched out on the page right now. You can see all these different options for doing business, but our websites are mobile optimized. There's a mobile app coming out as well, but before that even happens, just so you can get an idea of how it looks when you're on a mobile device, you can actually sit down with a client and click on any one of these that you want and do the transaction the same as I'm going to show you right now. I just thought you guys should take a look at that, but we're going to be doing business loans, so you're going to click on that and it's going to take you to the next page, which says business loans. So obviously you know that you're in the right place when you see that big icon that says business loans. So when it comes to helping business owners find the right program, we need to know a little bit about these business owners or the individuals who are starting these businesses. So we have already created all of the questionnaires for you. You don't have to make anything up. It's already laid out in front of you. So when you're sitting down with a client and someone is interested in doing a loan, doesn't matter what type of loan. I don't want you guys to try and figure that out for them. If they know what specific loan they're after, then that'll definitely benefit us. But if not, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out along the way. So the first thing is, when you come in here, you're going to see business loans. It's going to say, we provide access to multiple lending platforms to ensure our clients get the most out of their experience. Let us help you determine which loan is best suited to meet your needs. This information form will help us do just that. So all we're going to do as consultants is we're going to gather the information that we need so that these clients can get moving forward. So if they're going to do a loan, the first thing we want to know is, what kind of loan are you looking for? We have unsecured loans, traditional business loans, startup loans. If it's a startup, then we're using different banks for that. Merchant advance, factoring loans, SBA loans, invoice loans, bridge loans, personal loans for business purposes. And then we have any loan source possible and equipment lease. So if they're trying to purchase equipment, we want to know that. That's a totally different, group of banks that we work with. So just so you know, there's all kinds of loans that we can do for them. The reason that business owners are going to want to do business with the Consultants Network and you is because behind the scenes, you have access, to over 80 plus banks that can help these business owners out. So at any given time, there could be 100 banks that we're sending, that we're deciphering this information through. So we're going to find the banks that make the most sense for them. We may get back a couple different options. We may say, hey, we put your information through the system. Bank 1, Bank 5, Bank 9, and Bank 12 are willing to do business with you. Here are their terms, here are their rates, and we let the business owner decide on what makes the most sense for them. So by having multiple options, they can have a better a fighting chance of getting these deals completed. So that's what we're trying to do here. So the more information we know about them, the better. So I'm going to get back into this form. All you're going to do is simply plug in the information that's needed here. Business name, type of business. Is it a corporation? Is it an LLC? Is it a sole prop? We want to know what type of entity you have set up. When did you start your business? So plug in, if it's a brand new business, we want to know, hey, it was started 3 days ago. Then put the address of 3 days ago. Industry type, what type of industry are you in? You're in the furniture business. You're in the restaurant business. You're trying to open a bar. Federal tax ID. Some of these questions that we have, the business owners may not have the answer to, or they may not even be this far yet. So that's important to us. If they're not this far, then that's another opportunity for us to help them establish their corporations, and we'll go over all that stuff when we get into the corporations section of our business. But for right now, all you want to do is just plug in the basic information, average monthly sales. Why would we have something that asks that? Well, a lot of these companies that are doing these no credit check merchant advances, the reason there's no credit check is because they're basing the loan on the volume that you're doing every month. What kind of credit card swipes do you have? They can take that information and say, hey, on average they're swiping 8,000 a week. It's 32,000 a month. They know that you guys are bringing in X amount of dollars. They have their own equation for how much money they'll approve you for. So the more information we can gather, the better it is for that client, because it allows us to really understand, where we can go with these loans. Email, that's very important information. If we want to correspond with them, we're definitely going to have the right email address. Business address, that's important so that we know where they're located. Some lenders, there might be some strong lenders in their area that we want to reach out to. So all of this information is in front of you. All you got to do is ask these questions to these clients, get their information into the system. Once you've got that information in, let our team go to work. On the back end, we are going to decipher this information. We're going to figure out, where these, customers fit in with these banks. If we can get an answer for them, from several different lenders, then that's what we're going to do. We're not here to tell them, which bank to go with. We're here to give them, the best opportunity to do business with these banks they've never even heard of. We've got big banks like Bank of America and Chase and Wells Fargo, but then we've got other banks, that are much smaller that people might not have heard of. We've got companies that do, lines of credit. There's even private investment groups that are in the background. So there's a lot of different ways that we can find capital for these business owners. So just be sure to plug in your information, gather as much as this as you can, because if you don't, whatever you leave out, we're going to end up calling them and we're going to end up having to get this information later. So if you want to expedite this process and you want to help these business owners out, then you definitely want to gather as much of this as you can. Right here, most recent bank statements, it says, choose a file. You can click on that and choose an actual file. So if you were to get the bank statements from a business owner, they can email them to you. If you're part of the Consultants Network and you have a professional email that you are assigned to by our company, then have them send it there, or you can have it send it to us and we can upload it right here, or you can upload it. We prefer that you guys help out in this part. If you're sitting down with the business owners and they want to do something like a merchant advance, they're going to want to see their statements, their invoicing statements, and how that's been working. So they can upload those documents right here. So we know who you are. This is important where it says consultant's name. If your name is John Smith and you want to get credit for this, bringing this transaction into the pipeline, then obviously put your name there. If you're with a company, then you just want to put the name of the company that you're with. I know we got people with call centers who are out there generating deals all the time. We've got consultants that go business to business. So whoever you are, whoever you work with, just be sure to put your information there. And then any additional comments, the more that we know and understand, the better we can assist. So all you're going to do is plug in as much information as you can and hit this submit button. Once you hit submit, it's going to send that information over to our team, and we can start the process on where these customers and clients fit in. So hopefully this is give you a good overview on how simple this process is. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to answer questions that you may not know the answers to. Let them know that someone from the Consultants Network who specializes in business loans is going to review this information, and we're going to get back to them as soon as we can get some answers for them. So good luck, guys, and I hope to hear from you guys again. Have a great day.